Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we are going to discuss about how to write a poem or poem writing in English. First of all, you have to choose a theme. Theme means central idea. It means that select a topic or idea that inspires you, such as love, nature or life. So you have to write about it. Then you have to determine the tone, like decide the emotional tone of your poem. It can be happy, sad or reflective. Then you have to select a poem type. Poem type like sonnet, haiku or free verse. Then you have to brainstorm words. Brainstorm words mean jot down relevant words and phrases related to your theme. Then you have to create a structure. Structure mean organization of things. So you have to organize your poem with stanzas, lines and rhyming schemes. Rhyming scheme if applicable. Then you have to follow it, otherwise you can skip it. Like if you are writing free verse poem, then you don't have to follow rhyme scheme. Then we have write your poem. It means that when you follow all above 5 steps, then you have to write your poem. Like use your brainstorm word and structures to craft your poem and then revise and edit it. Poem types. We have 3 types of poems. First one we have sonnet, second one haiku, third one free verse. Sonnet is a 14-line poem. It has a specific rhyme scheme that is always followed by a poet. And then we have haiku. Haiku means a short poem, a 3-line poem that is about a nature. So it is with a nature theme. Then we have free verse. Poem without a specific rhyme or meter is known as free verse. It means that it is free. These verses are free from any meter, from any rhyme. They are the words that alone give their meaning. So it is known as free verse. Then we have poem writing tips. Use sensory details to create vivid imagery. It means that a poet should use sensory details. Sensory details, you can say that by this our reader just imagine the things that they are around those characters, they are around that word the poet mentioned in her poem. Poet should create vivid imagery, you can say that a clear imagery, so their readers can relate their feelings to that word, to that characters. Then you have to play with language. Play with language means you have to use metaphors, similes and alliteration. If you are a literature or linguistic student, you have seen so many examples in literature, like there are so many poems with a lot of metaphors, similes, alliterations that are known as literary devices. You can say that figures of speech. So this type of literary devices in our poems can make our reader more interested in our poem. So we use these to capture readers' attention. Then we have experiment with different rhythms and sound effects. How we experiment with different rhythms and sound effects? By the reading of the poem that a poet writes. It can be a sonnet poem, a haiku poem or a free verse, because as you know that free verse doesn't follow any rhyme scheme or rhythm, but it has its sound effects. Then a poet keep her poem concise and focused. So these are the best tips for poetry writing to any poet. Thank you so much for your participation. I hope so this video will be beneficial to you. If you need any further guidance, comment your queries in comment box. Thank you so much for your participation.